come down here out of the sun. Oh, what a glorious day, Cupcakes. How are we doing? Well, it's Friday. I've just done some temperature checks and we are at 15.5 in the toe side tank. We are 15 degrees in the growing on tank. By fuck, I think we can move some fish today. Oh my word. You lot are going to be in for a treat. We're going to see these bad boys in the daylight, in the blue bowl, and then they're going to go in there. And then later on, we'll get some video footage of them all in there. And then after the weekend, I can then get some video footage up together and let you good people out there know what is left in the growing on tank for sale. So, on that note, I'm going to flip you around, show you what I did yesterday in the daylight, and I'll pick you back up very shortly. So yeah, bowls and that are out ready. I've got to get that lot chopped up later on this afternoon once we've done our moving around. And chatting with Jammers from ANC Koi yesterday, and I said that I'd recycled the Eric prototype, and he went, no Vince, it's it, you upcycled it. Either way, I've repurposed it. So yeah, what's going to happen in here, I've got a couple of holes to fill. That whole plate will come off and I'll put a full plate of Perspex on there, held in with some CT1 that will seal that. The turn you round, there's three air holes that I've got to fill, if I can find it, with CT1. And then what I'm going to do is, this one is going to be capped off, and this is a 2-inch tank connector. So what I'm going to do is I'll use that as a waste standpipe. So I'll put a piece of 2-inch pipe inside there, which will then hold the water in here. And like I say, I'm going to have a couple of measurement stickers on the bottom and the side. And then when it comes to moving fish about, depending on which tank or which system the fish are coming out of, I will then fill that up with water from that system, and then it also gives me water to use to bag them. So I'll put an air pump up in that corner, and then it will literally be a case of water in, fish in, bag it up, gas it up, off you go. No, don't do it. No, don't do it. Yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. I think what I might do is, once I sort out the thin ply that I've got indoors, I might actually put a piece over that so it all looks one nice and swish. So yeah, on that note, things are looking better. Blanket weed is gone. And I will come out with the polarizing lens later and show you. The last of the blanket weed's gone, the broken air stone's gone, the bit of wood's gone, so we are back to tickety-boo. Right, also I've got rid of a lot more of the blanket weed from out the front. Not completely, but almost. So the bigger ones that are out there could quite possibly then go into the growing on tank, but the smaller ones that are in there, and then I can get the heaters back on, get it back up to 24 degrees and get them munching like fuck, which then empties the front pond, and then I can put a few females out there to sex starve them with the hope of spawning them. We have got a few males in here. The Sankeys are male, the Shiros are male. We know that my Chartsuri is a male. The small Ginrin Sorogoi is a male, so we've got plenty of options. Still thinking about what I'm going to do for the first spawn. So I'm thinking of her and her with him and him. So yeah, I've been waffling. Put you down and I'll come back to you shortly. Right, we've got bowl set up, tanks open, and I'll get Susan to keep pressing record and pause, and we'll get some of these moved. Back in a memento. Well, Brad puts another fish in the bowl for me. I've got my mate Brad here helping me out. Susan's doing all the writing and recording. But we've moved 15 so far. A few more to go in here, and then a few to go into bags to float in the main pond. So yeah, what we got in here? Deutsche Chiba from my man Jose from Barcelona. Jose, I'll send you some proper pics later. Well, cupcakes, there's water everywhere, but you expect that when you're doing moving day with fish. I didn't get much videoing done because I've done photographing on the other camera. So I'll try and put my video app on my new phone and see if I can put something together with the pictures and the names of people that they're going to. 20 we moved out of the growing on tank and are now in the toe side tank, swimming around as happy as Larry. I have 5 that are floating. Oh Jesus Christ, not that I'm complaining. I've got 5 floating in the main pond, and they'll be released shortly. But what I will do, because I did photographing of them on the other camera in the filter house, what I'll do is I'll empty the bags out into the bowl, and I'll do a quick vid before we leave them into the main pond. Fuck me, my tank looks empty now, cupcakes, I'm telling you. Let's go and have a look. So yeah. It's definitely emptier. So what I will do is Monday I will bowl up fish that are left, because there is still a few in here that I've got names to them, but for one reason or other I've left them in here. One has knocked to scale, and the rest they're just not as big as I'd want them to be to go out there to the toe side tank. And if there's anyone out there that can tell me why koi with ginrin grow slower than normal fish, because I've got ginrin from 2 different farms, and both ginrin fish, fishes on one side, but the ginrin fish from both farms have grown slower, considerably slower than the rest in the system. Don't know whether it's a genetic thing or not. Like I say, I don't profess to be an expert. So yeah, this is one thing that just stumps me at the moment. But like I say, I still reckon there's a good 40 in there at least, including all the wee ones. Getting everything ready for the new season, that's what it is. So yeah. And like I say, there's water everywhere, and this is one of the reasons why I need to rip this out, because I use a lot of recycled materials. So I used a lot of pallet wood and stuff, and as you can see, pallet wood and water just doesn't mix whatsoever. So yeah, the plan is when I'm able to rip this out, start with the floor, cement on the floor, and then we'll tile everywhere. But that's a project for another day. Alright, they're about topped up now. And what we do is we get these covers back on. And we start warming the little buggers back up again. So there we go, all snugged up, and then we go over here. Ho 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 ho! Isn't that a beautiful sight, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah, one happy customer right here, right now, and yeah, we'll come back to you shortly when I release these. You have the first two going into the pond. Gosh Gee from New Forest Koi, and the Harawaki. There we go. Here's the other three. You've got the Kikikoru, Ginra Nasagi, and Deutsche Tuba. Absolutely cracking fish, that is. There's the Harawaki swimming around already. Now what we'll do is we'll come back and check them in an hour or two. Just going to go and help a friend with his new pond liner. Temperature at the moment is 10.3. There's my gosh key. So yeah, a few more in there, because there's going to be quite a few coming out, but that's a different story. That will be happening in a month's time. So on that note, I'm going to come back to you in a bit.
That's all, cupcakes.